hear us.
Of course.
This was an unplanned live.
You got the sound. What is it? You see?
Let's wait a bit. Let's wait a bit.
Yeah,
This
let's
was,
wait. Let's wait.
yes. So today, as a request from JD, who is also our moderator, we will be talking about Sarah Everard, Harry and Meghan Markle's Oprah interview, and lastly about Madeleine McCann. Not so much about Madeleine McCann, but more the live I joined earlier today, which was unexpected. However, I'm really grateful for it, and I had an amazing time. So we will talk about it a bit later, if anyone will be with us. um, we need to double check, I think, isn't it?
We'll see.
I need to switch this off.
Yeah. Oh, hey, JD.
Hi, JD. Hi. Some info on Sarah Everard, so we are not mistaken with what we are saying. Since you requested it,
Is there an issue with the sound? Can you hear us?
it's delayed.
Yeah, as usual.
Yeah, it's because of the streaming software.
Okay. Slow infant. Is it yours or ours? I don't know.
I'll tell you what, if your internet is slow, don't use Wi-Fi, use cable instead.
If you can, obviously.
Yes, that's how we survive going live without interruptions. Otherwise,
Yeah.
it would be,
Cheers, JD.
just say it's just water. It's just water.
It's just water. Don't worry.
How can you drink without slurping? When I drink, I always make a sound.
Well, you try to kind of keep it there like that.
Okay, so loud and clear. Good, very good. So let's talk about Sarah Everard. And I lost it. I lost that.
It's here.
Oh, it's here. Okay. And we will just cover a couple of points in this live.
Oh.
Sorry, guys, our light went off. It seems that it stopped working altogether. So like I was saying, we will just be covering a couple of points in Sarah Everard's case because we want to make an in-depth live only on Sarah's case. So for today, there will just be a couple of pointers such as the timeline and the latest information.
Good.
Good?
Yeah.
Happy? Okay. Okay, so we can start with March the 2nd. Wayne Couzens, a serving police officer, he begins a 12-hour shift at 7 p.m. before going on leave. On March the 3rd, marketing executive Sarah Everard goes missing after leaving a friend's house in Clapham, South London at around 9 p.m. to make the 2.5-mile journey back home. She calls her boyfriend and stays on the phone to him for around 14 minutes. She is captured alone on CCTV at around 9:15 in the evening and again a second time at 9:28. And later she is again caught alone on the camera of a marked police car at around 9:32 p.m. Then at around 9:35 p.m., A bus camera captures two figures on Poinders Road and the white Vauxhall Astra with its hazard lights flashing. And then another bus camera captures the same car with both front doors open. The registration of the vehicle was a car later confirmed which was hired in Dover, is captured and is tracked by police as it leaves London towards Kent. So it's safe to assume at this point that that's how the police made the connection between the officer and Sarah's disappearance.
Yeah.
by the bus CCTV. Then on March the 5th, Cousins, the officer who is due back at work in a few days, he says that he's suffering from stress. So I assume that he didn't go back to work.
Yeah.
Then on March the 6th, Metropolitan Police raised the alarm over Sarah's disappearance. And then they released a CCTV image of her saying that she was thought to walk through Clapham Common after leaving her friend's flat, heading towards her home in Brixton, a journey which should have taken around 50 minutes.
Oh.
On the same day, what's the first name of the officer?
Is well.
Because I'm a bit concerned that I'm pronouncing it wrong with the last name.
Wayne. Cousins.
Right. Cousins. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. On the same day, so we are still on March the 6th, Wayne, who is a trained firearms officer, he emails his supervisor to say that he doesn't want to carry a firearm anymore. That's a bit strange. Do you think that he might have used that firearm on Sarah and that's the reason why he says he doesn't want to use it anymore?
I'm not too sure about that because there's nothing to say that happened.
Yeah, but it's a bit suspicious to me. I mean, this is just my opinion. I think that it's possible he wanted to get rid of it before anybody could connect him to Sarah. I don't know, I'm just saying. On March the 8th, there is a confirmed missing persons investigation launched, and specialist officers are drafted in from across the Metropolitan Police Force. On March the 9th, police used sniffer dogs to search gardens and streets around the site near Sarah was thought to have taken the route to go home. The Metropolitan Police is tweeting on Twitter that they arrested a police officer at an address in Kent in connection with Sarah's disappearance. Assistant Commissioner Nick Fgrave says the fact this man is a serving police officer is shocking and very disturbing. And of course, yes, that is normal, really. On March the 10th, the detectives are investigating the disappearance and they search a home and woodland at 2 locations in Kent. The Metropolitan Police later say the suspect is a diplomatic protection officer in his 40s and he is being questioned over the suspected kidnapping and murder of Sarah. Metropolitan Commissioner Cressida Dick announces there were human remains found in woodland in Ashford, Kent. On March the 12th, police confirmed the body found in Kent is that of Miss Sarah Everard. Wayne Cousins, 48, is charged with kidnap and murder. And he appears at Westminster Magistrates Court on March the 13th. It seems that according to the hearing, Sarah's body was found inside a large builder's bag and was identified using dental records. A post-mortem examination took place, but the cause of death was not given to court yet. Also, they were not able to recover Sarah's phone as of now. And the search still continues around the area where Sarah's body was found. Probably they're looking for more evidence.
Yeah.
So, long story short, this is basically what happened with Sarah. Now, I know that there was supposed to be a vigil held today, which was cancelled. However, people still turned up. And I want to play you a clip of clashes between the police and the people who attended the vigil today. So before we play the clip, let's catch up on the comments a bit.
So, hi TJ Cook. Um,
Hi TJ,
you missed us.
thank you for joining. Yes.
Yeah, it's a bit unexpected this live. Anyway, because obviously otherwise we would have had more people joining. But at the moment, this is what it is. It's 1:17 in the morning. Probably people in the UK sleep at this time. I don't know. So yeah.
That's okay. We still have our little family here.
Yes.
Yes. So Jade is asking what rank in Scotland Yard was he, firearms or normal?
Well, uh,
It doesn't really mention what rank he was. Did you manage to
he
find out
was
any?
he was working as an armed and
Ah,
serving member of Metropolitan's Parliamentary and Diplomatic Protection Command.
so he was actually escorting VIPs and diplomats.
and
That
and
was his job.
and he was dealing with kind of sending, you know, teams to deal with this kind of diplomatic thing. So he had a good position, very high position.
I think that he took advantage of his position, and I think
Yeah,
that he believed because of his position he won't be touched.
yeah,
But
probably.
I am really pleasantly surprised to see the response of the police in this case.
Yeah, but you don't see this kind of response in the US, for example, because I didn't see that. Let I just give two, three examples, like Breonna Taylor, like for example,
It was
George Floyd.
yeah, Ayana Jones as well. Ayana Jones.
There's two, three good examples where they didn't really uh, didn't like the response wasn't at the highest level as it is in the UK. So I praise the police in the UK for doing so, and I hope they will sort it out.
It
And
might be just in this case. We really don't
we don't
know.
know. We don't know.
But yeah, like we already know about Wayne, for example, that he was already on indecent exposure, and it turns out that his colleagues didn't really respond as they
Yeah,
should have.
I remember that. So it happened on the 28th of February.
Just a few days before.
Just few days, about 3 days before, 2 3 days before Sarah's disappearance. Um, he was in a fast food in South London in a fast food restaurant, and he apparently was, um, reported for self, indecent exposure.
But we don't know if he was inside the restaurant, was it outside? But yeah, these were the days leading up to Sarah's disappearance.
Yeah, and also this man is a married man with two kids as
Yes.
well. So just think about it. Married man with two kids, family and everything, house as well, good position, everything he needed. He had everything. And I don't understand why he did that.
This is abuse of power, honestly. It is abuse
Yeah,
of power
yeah.
because you are hiding yourself behind your badge. And it's quite possible by different accounts I read that he might have lured her into his car by showing her his
Yeah.
badge so she would trust him. We honestly don't know exactly.
We don't know yet.
We
But it seems this was what happened. Right.
Yes.
So we did say we did talk sort of the timeline of what happened with Miss Sarah Everard. Obviously, there is more updates to be done and talk about. But for now, we will play the video that we is it here
Yeah, is the yeah is media, and you just put up the link from
from
YouTube.
YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's just play this video and see what they did.
Yes. There was, like I said, there was a vigil which was cancelled today. Was it today? Yeah, I think it was
Yeah,
today.
yeah.
It was cancelled, but people still
Not
attended.
today, but yesterday. I mean
Yesterday.
Saturday, because today
Yeah,
is
well, yeah, Saturday. Yeah.
yeah. So let's play it. Shall I
Yeah,
show?
and hide. So that was just a clip of the vigil and the clash between the police and the people who were attending the vigil. Also, the Metropolitan Commissioner, I've just read a bit earlier whilst you were upstairs. Um, he was heavily criticized for how he approached the situation at the vigil and
Yeah.
for how he handled things. So again, we will need to keep an eye on the situation and see it's there is a possibility that there will be some sort of
Repercussions.
Oh my
Oh,
goodness
right.
me.
When she starts, she does that. Sorry about it. But anyway, we can cover each other.
Yes, yes, that's why you're here. See.
So now we just finished playing this video for you guys. Obviously, people who try to bring this case up to this, to speed and to make sure that everybody knows what happened to Miss Sarah Everard. Uh, Obviously, it's all about this guy who was force, and he had the he used his power to do what he did, and he didn't probably realize that he would be caught. But they used the bus CCTV and all. Also, another guy was coming with his dash cam to show video, and it seems like he's been caught. Uh, Probably he was expecting something. That's why he tried to give away his firearm. I don't know, but it's weird. Right. We are now going to talk about obviously Harry and Meghan Markle. So this
Yeah, we will go through a couple
Yeah,
of main points that was
yeah.
discussed in the interview.
This interview with Oprah, obviously, it was unexpected for. So
So there we go. There we go.
they probably they couldn't wait to be open and to talk about their issues they had. I
Most
mean, some most of people in the UK probably they are biased. I'm not trying to cover for anyone. I'm just trying to talk about how I see things and how I believe it happened. You know. Um, but
yes.
obviously, we don't want to tarnish, the royals or say something wrong. It's our opinion only.
So most of the interview was, in fact, with Meghan Markle.
Yeah,
Harry appeared in the
joined
interview,
a bit
joined,
later. Yeah,
yes, towards the, well, it wasn't quite the end, but most of the interview was with Meghan. And yes, I know from all these Facebook posts and also all over social media and the press in the UK, it wasn't taken very well in the UK.
no, not
This
really.
interview was not, because they were heavily criticized after doing the interview, and also a lot of people were really surprised that they picked this time to do the interview.
Yeah, yeah, but to be honest, they picked it quite for a while now. So when you pick a certain time, it's really hard to change because Oprah is, Oprah Winfrey. She's giving a certain time. Obviously, you need to follow that timing, and probably in the same time it happened with Prince Philip. So yeah,
Yeah, so that was basically what the media was trying to portray, that
yeah,
they did a horrible thing and they chose the worst possible time when Prince Philip was in the hospital. But from my point of view, I don't see it quite like that, because it's possible that they've already prepared and decided everything before Prince Philip
yeah.
went into the hospital. And also, yes, I don't mean to criticize the royal family. I really don't want to talk that much about the royal family, but there will be one thing that I will talk about. They are not saints.
No, nobody's saying.
They are
Come
not,
on, let's be
yes,
honest.
of course, nobody is. And as soon as the interview hit the UK, people were already biased against them from all the media that was mounting up before the interview was aired. It's like you give people some really bad stuff right before the interview to make sure that they won't see any side of the people in the interview.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, let's take it from the beginning, sort of. So, Diana, as we were calling her, Lady D. She was a good woman, a good person. She was doing good deeds all over the world. She was going everywhere. She was helping people. She was trying to be different. She was seeing something else by the royals. I felt sorry for her for what happened to her, and certainly, more certainly, about the treatment she got. Um, it was a love. She was a lovely lady, seriously. But see what happened now. I believe something happened, and probably Harry knows about it, and he's sort of going towards his mom like he is. as a person, you know.
He
Uh,
takes after his mom.
he takes after his mom, yeah. Prince William, he's trying to be different, to be with the monarchy, and because he's the next in line. So he knows that. Um, so Harry knew that he won't have any chance to the throne anyway, and he tried to live his life. He got married with Meghan Markle. Uh, Everything was scrutinized. What kind of life she had, what she did in the past, and all sorts. The media was all against her from the
From the
beginning.
beginning, yeah. She wasn't even given a chance.
Yeah. So just think about it. From start, you get the media over on your, it's always on your head, right? Only negative stuff chucks at you, and then you as a person of color, different, in a royal family, is something different, especially in the UK, Uh, so she sees herself in a place where she's kind of locked under, under scrutiny all the time, and she felt pretty bad about herself and her life in general in that particular time. That's why she felt suicidal, and she talked about it. And obviously, Prince Harry tried to help her, and she was pregnant with Archie. Then somebody talked about her unborn child, what color his skin will be. That's not a good thing. I do. I'm not really a believer in everything people chuck at you, But in this case, I do have, my personal belief that it did happen. This discussion,
It might be.
you know,
Yeah, it might be.
but we don't know who.
It might be because obviously, every all of them in line, the royal line, they are white,
Yeah,
and it's very rare that you see someone who is not white.
yeah,
And I am quite sure as well that the question was asked, and it's possible that the question was asked for a purpose, not just like that. It's not like somebody's curious, because what do you
mm,
care about the baby's skin? You obviously will know that the baby's skin will be a different color to your skin, because you can see that she is not white, for example.
it doesn't matter because we live in 21st century. The skin color doesn't matter. Religion doesn't matter. Uh, Gender doesn't matter. These things that they need to be kind of taken in consideration, and you adapt to the time. It's not like time needs to adapt to you. Uh, doesn't matter you are royal or whatever you are, you need to adapt. And these are modern times now, and we live in scary times as well, and you need to take in consideration that, you know as well. So she felt pretty bad, about her time in the palace. And
I have some pointers which we can go over, just the main
yeah,
things that
yeah.
they talked
But I
about.
wanted to just kind of comment on Meghan Markle and Harry's angles,
Yes.
kind of like their side, because I do feel sorry for him, especially for him, the way he's been treated. Uh, I mean, doesn't matter. Yeah, well, okay, but he's your child. He's your family.
But you see, this is where you are thinking about it the wrong way. The way I think about it is they will not be thinking about is your child or is your
Yeah.
grandson or
Okay.
whatever. Their main goal is to keep intact the image of the monarchy, of the royals themselves.
Yeah. Okay.
I am quite sure there is no proof whatsoever around this, but I think that a lot of people can agree that the royals as a whole, they are very cold people.
Yeah.
They don't show emotions, they don't show anything because they
That's the
won't.
way.
That's the
That's
way.
the way they
Yes,
should
yes.
be. Yeah, I understand that.
And also, yeah, that's why I'm trying to get to what I'm saying now. I was trying to get here. So that's why the queen, for example, is not going to see Harry as much as her grandson, as but more as someone who can potentially damage the monarchy because she's the queen and she has an image to uphold.
Yeah. Yeah.
So sometimes she probably won't be treating her family as her family,
But
but
as
as
a person who in the future might be
yes,
somebody and goes further with the monarchy. Yeah, I
yes, yes,
understand that. But to be honest, we are human beings. So no matter what, you are royal, you are president, you are prime minister, whatever, you are still human being.
of course.
So the way I've seen this interview with Oprah, um, they were talking their own feelings. They were talking about their own feelings, what they went through, and what happened to them in the palace. So you can't ask what color your unborn child skin will be, because it's not nice. And that's not the point.
Exactly,
It's
that's
still
what I think as
it's
well.
still your nephew
Yeah.
or your family, your
Your great
relative,
grandson, whoever.
Yeah. But obviously, Harry pointed out that it wasn't his grandma or his granddad, being Queen Elizabeth or Prince Philip, that they talked about it. So it was somebody else, but he didn't want to mention it. So probably didn't want to kind of, you know, make it worse.
Yeah, that's why they didn't mention any names, but people
Yeah.
are taking it the wrong way by
Yeah.
saying because they don't mention there is no proof and they just make stuff up.
But but if you mention it, then something
exactly, yeah,
will happen.
yeah.
So you don't want that, right? It's still your family, so you talk, because obviously they weren't listened by their own family, being the royals. Uh, so because of that, they try to talk it, somehow in Oprah's interview, and to talk about it and to bring it up to, for people to see. And obviously, in the same time, they try to make it that way, so the royals will see and they will listen to what he had to say.
I don't think that. I think they didn't mention those names on purpose because even though they didn't like them living as
Yeah.
with a royal title. I do believe that they still respect the monarchy and everything that the institution stands for.
Yeah.
And they
Yeah.
didn't want to damage, especially the queen. They respect the queen, and it was clear from the interview they respect her. They never said a bad word about her.
No, no, no. I didn't see them or hear them talking
No,
about it.
no.
But obviously, Harry was talking about his dad, Prince Charles, that he didn't really support him as much as he was probably expecting. But obviously, as a father, you have to help your child. You have to do whatever you need to help your kids and support them whenever they need. And I don't know if Prince Charles did something, but obviously Harry said and mentioned about uh, not taking his calls anymore. So just imagine how hard it is and how painful it is for him that his dad doesn't pick his phone calls. Isn't it painful?
It is painful, yeah.
How can you do that?
I agree with Harry for taking Meghan and his family out of the UK because honestly,
Yeah.
everything in the UK for them was toxic and is still toxic. And he did just what everybody would do. You take away your family to protect them.
Yeah, so I'm going back to JD's line here, where he said, respect to him for coming out and being honest. He obviously feels differently about royal family, especially knowing they killed his mother, Prince Diana, and didn't want the same to happen to Meghan. We don't know that, JD. We don't know what happened to Prince Diana. But it was an accident which was a bit weird as
You know
well.
that you keep saying Prince Diana.
Princess Diana, I said. So it was an accident, and it took place in a tunnel where, kind of weird position, weird location, weird timing. So we don't know for sure if it was an accident or anything else. But yeah,
In my opinion, I tend to agree with you, JD.
yeah,
I also think that he knew exactly what happened with his mother, and that's why he decided to do what he did. I think that he couldn't wait to find an opportunity to just leave this.
yeah.
And also, I was going to say something and then I forgot. And just give me a second, I'll remember.
Yes. So
On this, on the same comment, I was going to say.
yeah, yeah. Go on. Sorry.
Yes, I was going to say that it's possible from my point of view, if they would still be here today in this country, a similar thing would happen to Meghan as it did with Diana. This is my honest opinion.
Yeah, probably he tried to he tried to protect his family. Obviously, you protect your family.
Yeah.
It's your family. So he's a bit different. He takes after his mom. So he tries to protect his child and his wife.
And
What did he do wrong in this?
exactly.
Seriously. So
And
I'm talking about the general media who puts him in a bad situation, in a bad position. And whatever you read or listen to or watch the news, they always say about Harry that he did wrong, he did I don't know what, but it's his choice. He's an adult. It's his choice, and his choice is based on something which his beliefs really. So we take it further with this comment that JD said, and we are based on that. Obviously, we need to give some arguments, right? Some kind of information in regards to that. So he just tried to protect his family. That's why he moved. He moved to Canada, and then he moved to the US.
and I think the reason why they moved to the US was because no one can touch them there.
Yeah, yes. Also, we go back to the second comment, which JD mentioned, but can be a screen smoke for the whole Andrew story. This interview, as this is bigger news, and won't be surprised if they say Prince Philip declared dead to shut Harry and Meghan news after.
JD, I agree with you.
Yeah.
I think that it is a smoke screen because they had to take the heat away from the whole Prince Andrew story. So yeah, this was a great opportunity for them to do so and to divert the attention from him to Harry and Meghan, and they did a brilliant job at that.
Yeah.
Because I think at this point everybody forgot about Prince Andrew and everyone is focused on Harry and Meghan.
Yeah, but uh, it's not like positive news about Harry and Meghan in the media, and that's why I'm a bit, kind of left with a bit kind of taste in my mouth. Anyway, uh, yeah, they didn't say anything about the Queen, as you mentioned here, JD. They didn't say anything about the Queen as bad things. He, both said they respect the Queen, and also he mentioned that it wasn't uh, Prince Philip or Queen, the Queen saying what somebody else said about the skin color. Right. So yeah, there's some speculations there. Yes, yes, there are some speculations. Obviously, media was talking about Princess Diana with Hewitt, that she had an affair, but we don't know. We don't know about it. Uh, but yeah, he kind of looks like like him. Yeah, he kind of looks like him. Yes, but we don't know that um, because probably even though we won't know because in any way they wouldn't do any DNA test or something like that. They wouldn't come out with it with this information because it would be damaging to the royals. You know, so another thing there to you know say about your option there, JD. Um, Obviously, Harry was talking about his brother as well, that they are kind of apart now, distant. So just, and the PR moves as well, you know. Uh, Hi, Ali.
Hi Ali, thank you for joining. We are talking about some different things such as the Sarah Everard case and also Harry and Meghan Markle's Oprah interview, and also about Madeleine McCann in a while.
Yes.
So, can we go to this now, to the major point of the interview?
Yeah, yeah,
Just so we don't get,
yeah,
muddled up
yeah.
in all the details. So, I think that we should start with the thought of suicide.
Which is pretty, is
Yes.
very important,
Yes.
very, very uh, upsetting,
So these are Meghan's thoughts of suicide during her pregnancy with Archie, and about her mental health as well. She did mention that she was trying to seek help, to ask for help, but she was not being supported, and more or less she was being told that she needs to deal with it. That's how it is.
Yeah, because of the image, she would damage the image of the royals.
Yeah. Now, again, people obviously here in the UK, as far as I've read, they all seem to say that she is. I'm not going to quote anyone. I'm just going to put it simply and to the point: a drama queen, right? Because she says all these things to portray herself like, who am I, and what I'm saying about you, or these kind of things, whatever. But if if she wouldn't be a celebrity already or a famous person in general, everybody would be sympathetic in this case. But because she's Meghan Markle, everybody says that she's a drama queen and she's making everything up. Suicidal thoughts and mental health is not something to joke around with, especially when you are pregnant. And this is talking from not a woman's point of view, because that doesn't really matter, because even a man can understand these things. But what I'm trying to say is, you are pregnant, you are hormonal. When you are pregnant, your hormones are all over the place. Top that up with being in a family that you don't know nothing about.
Yeah.
You just got married a couple of months earlier, or I don't know when it was exactly. You moved into that household in the palace, or was it at the cottage?
Yeah, it was in cottage.
Yeah.
It's still in the same house.
Yes, in the same household, but you can't compare that household with our household, for example, because we live like normal people. Our family, we live in a three-bedroom house.
Yeah.
With our family, we dine together, we play together, we, chat together. But she was confined to her room. She didn't have any friends. She didn't have anyone to talk to. She was always talking about professional stuff, about her image, about how she's portraying herself to the public. So it's obvious that this could take a toll on you. Just imagine yourself, the best example out of everything is the lockdown. So you just take that as an example and the base to imagine how a person can be feeling when they are locked down somewhere without getting any help. The difference between her and us is that if we want help with our mental health problems, we get it.
Yeah.
But she doesn't. She had to, just put up with it and move on like nothing happened, like everything is normal.
Yeah.
Oh, that was a handful there.
Yeah. So it's true. It's true. It's very dangerous um path. The suicidal thoughts and depression and anxiety and all that going all together in a big ball, it will hit you hard. Um, I've been depressed myself, and I felt rubbish. So I know a bit about how she would have just felt at that particular time. And difficult because she didn't get any help, any support. So that's one thing. Also, the Harry when he came in the interview, in the middle of it, sort of, he did say to Oprah that they will have a girl now. So they have Archie, but now she's pregnant, and they will have a girl as well. And they also mentioned that this is the last one, so two are enough for them.
Their family is complete now. They have a boy, they have a girl. What more can they ask?
And all in the same path, I'm hitting it again. Prince William, how many kids he has? I can't even I can't even remember. It's got 4, 5,
something like that.
Something like that. So he made sure to keep the line,
Yes.
the throne there close to him. Sorry.
You're
sorry, but not sorry.
Yes, sorry, but not sorry, exactly.
Third point was that Meghan mentioned that the royal family, just before he was born, even they declined to offer, to give him the prince,
to give him a title, really,
prince title.
Yes.
And to offer him protection because he's part of the royal family, right?
Yes, and that's the main reason why she said that she wanted him to have a title, because title comes with protection, and because it's such a they are public people regardless of their titles or their position. So she just wants her son to be safe, really.
Yeah, and express the big concern about his skin color, even before he was even born.
Yeah.
So just imagine, that's another big point there to hit them pretty hard, both Harry and Meghan.
Yes, you know that the way I don't know. My view is that just take it like this, right? So he's supposed to have a title. I think I'm not sure 100% that he's in the right lineage to have a title.
No, he's
I don't know.
Well, it was said that he's the 7th in line.
Okay, but I don't know if was he meant to have a royal title or anything like that. I have no idea how these things work.
I don't know.
But if I would be thinking of it this way, that okay, he's meant to be having a title. Whoever is giving titles to the royals, is it the queen or who is it?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not going to mention the queen because I don't want to get into problems. But the institution, let's call it the institution. So she's pregnant. She's a woman of color. He's white. Everybody else previously with their titles are white. So that person is thinking, oh my God. So he's gonna get a title, but hold on, what's the color of his skin? Is it really okay for him to get a title? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like you think about it this way.
Yeah.
How is he going to look in the public's eyes? But from from my point of view, how it's going to look in the public eyes is that they are inclusive and they accept change. They are
Yeah,
modern,
yeah,
and yes,
yeah,
the coffee is making me hyper. Can you tell?
yeah, yeah. The firm, yeah,
The
yes,
firm,
yes, the
yes,
firm.
yes, the firm.
Right. Especially Piers Morgan to say doesn't believe a word Meghan says. That's
Mm.
wrong. If someone thinking of killing herself and saying on national TV, that's wrong. Yes,
Yes, I
yes,
agree with you.
yes,
And I think that what happened in the media with Piers Morgan lately is turned into a ridiculous circus, honestly, because I'll on one hand I'll hand it to the man. He's got a strong opinion and he sticks by it and he stands by it. And in so many instances, I agree with his opinions, but in this case, I don't agree with his opinion.
yeah,
Because if he would have been anyone else apart from Meghan Markle saying that, he wouldn't criticize anyone else. Because even the royal family are publicly supporting mental health issues because of Prince Harry when he lost his mom and
yes.
his
But
brother.
they didn't support Meghan.
Exactly. That's why I'm saying they are all trying to portray this mental health, health
Yeah,
and
yeah, true. Let's go back to the points here. The
yeah.
third point was that both both of them said about the security concerns. Because it's playing a huge role in
Of course.
you know. So they tried to get some support from the royals. That's why Meghan was
Asta mai
talking
văd să
about
bulgar. Yeah.
Archie's title, to get as prince title,
But that
in
wasn't.
order to get protection from the royals. Because as soon as you are prince, then you are protected, no matter what. Because that's how it works.
Yeah, but that wasn't the only issue because
Yeah,
when they said that they are stepping down from their royal roles, yeah,
yeah,
and they move away, they moved out of the UK, and their Harry's security was taken off of them.
yes, yeah,
So to at one point they were completely with no security because the firm decided that because he is not an active royal
member,
member,
yeah,
then they can't pay for his security.
yeah.
So that's one of the reasons why they had to move from
But
Canada.
also you need to add that the people from the UK complained about his security because there's I don't know how many millions of pounds, and it's going from taxpayers' money. So all that goes, around the media again and around people being biased.
But but
But
okay, yes, okay, agree. Not from people's money and such. But at least if you take someone's security protection away, then at least let them know so they can sort something else out in the meantime. Don't just take it away and let them exposed to
yeah, they got
everything.
some help from their friends, one of their friends. But up to that point, they were kind of left like, um, just leave them there for now. Also, Harry, another good point here that Harry he talked about the invisible contract, about the invisible contract between royal family
And the press.
and the press, you know, because the press supports the royals,
Yeah,
isn't it?
yeah.
Look at Andrew, Prince Andrew. I can't call him a prince because he did what he did. I believe he was connected there. There's proof, and he's he's protected. He's protected, isn't he?
Mm.
Come on.
It's finished. My coffee is finished. Oh my God.
Yeah. So it's all about the media that portrays somehow this couple as they are the bad, you know.
Yes. So it's like the media and the royal family, they are sort of cleaning each other's hands. So
Yeah,
it's like you give me something, I'll give you something
yeah,
in return.
yeah.
And I think that that's what Harry and Meghan were trying to say, that the royals allowed the negative press against Meghan and Harry
Yeah.
because it was a way for the royals to keep some other things hidden from the press. So it's like if you keep quiet, I'll reward you with this. You can run with this. Don't
Yeah.
run with that, but
Yeah.
run with this. You
Yeah.
know, it's sort of like helping each other.
Oh, well. Another good point here that Megan said was when it was said about Megan making Kate Middleton cry
Yeah,
just before her wedding.
just before
Yeah.
Meghan's wedding. Yeah.
Yeah. So just can you imagine? So she was. We knew that Megan made uh, Kate cry,
Yeah, that's
but
okay. Yeah.
it was the other way around, as Megan says.
Yes, Megan is saying that yeah, that Kate
And
made Megan
she
cry.
also mentioned that Kate came back with a note and flowers, and she apologized, for
Yes.
that, for
Yeah.
what happened.
Yeah.
So just that's another good
And yeah,
proof,
yeah, because you mentioned that actually Kate apologized, Megan accepted her apologies. They didn't
Yeah.
really think that anything will come out of it.
Yeah.
And then this thing got out in the press, and then obviously Megan got upset because it was quite the opposite of what actually
Yeah.
happened.
Yeah.
Can you just please go back to the, yeah, to here and put this comment up, please? Hi, Kat.
Hi, Kat.
So you only like to dance up. Thank you so much, Kat. Since you are here, I will take just a brief moment to say thank you to everyone from Lizzy's live who subscribed to my channel and who is watching me, and for all your support. Thank you so much. And thanks for joining, Kat.
I should thank you as well.
By the way, this is my husband. He's Angelo. He's called Angelo. And usually on my channel, we do lives together.
Yeah.
Because it's always best to do lives together.
Yes. And also JD is our mod,
Yes.
so he helps us as well. So we go towards another good point here where Harry's relationship with Prince Charles and brother Prince William seemed complicated. And he was mentioning that, he was saying about the phone calls that he wouldn't pick
Yes.
up. And also about his brother, that they are distant at the moment, but obviously he loves him to bits because it's his brother, and he was positive. He was positive. He was trying to talk his side. Why can't they be taken in consideration and taken as serious as others are taken? It, they have the right to be as they they want to be. You can't force them to do what they don't want to do.
I think that the relationship between Harry and William, Prince Harry and Prince William, and Prince Charles was always cold. That's how I found it. That's how I don't know. That's what I felt when I always saw them. Maybe it's just because that's the way that they are supposed to be portraying themselves to the public eye. But I always felt like their relationship was really cold.
No, their relationship was good just before Prince Harry got, got into this relationship with Meghan Markle. So just before that, it was all right with Prince William. They were together all the time. They were going to places together. They were doing things, helping each other. You were seeing them in pictures all the time. But after he got into this relationship with Meghan Markle, then everything got cold, and they chucked everything away as they are not brothers. It happens. It happens. But as son and dad, and father, that's a different story. You should help your child. He went away for a reason. He went away with Meghan Markle and his child to make sure nothing happens to them. So he left with them. Obviously, you need to understand. Otherwise, you give people other ideas, isn't it?
Yeah, it also seems that a lot of people are forgetting when the other prince abdicated the throne for the love of his life. I can't remember his name now, but they used to live in France. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know exactly what's what, but I'm just saying that he did the same thing. He left for the woman he loved because he felt like that was the only way he could be with her, and that's why he left.
Yeah.
It's not always rainbows and unicorns because it's just the royal family. I think that it's a lot different than what we see in the TV, in movies, in stories and things like that.
Yes. Going back to the points here, they both said that
They didn't blindside the family.
they didn't blindside the family, and they never planned to quit their roles entirely because they tried somehow to do their job, their roles.
Yes, but you see
know.
the way
They just wanted to step back
Yeah,
a bit,
yeah.
and they did mention that they want to do the job,
Yes.
their roles, because they were doing
Yes.
good job that
Yeah.
time, and they mentioned that we will do the job, but we just want to step back, for that's all they needed and they wanted to do.
And the thing is that they said they will be stepping back. Harry even wrote a letter because that's how it's meant to be.
Yeah.
To his dad, I think he wrote the letter.
Yeah.
And it was the royals already knew that they are stepping back before it went to the media. But the way the media portrayed it was again against Harry and Meghan because they said they are stepping back. The media said they quit. Like overnight, they just
quit,
and they're just
but you need to give notice before doing so. So that's how it works. But the media makes it different. They make it look like they are the bad people. All right, going back to the points. He felt trapped. So Harry said that he was feeling like he's trapped within the system of the firm.
Yes, of the firm, yes. Yeah. And he's also mentioning his relatives as well, that they are feeling trapped. I think he was mentioning his brother as well, William, that he feels sorry for him, that he can't get out of it.
Yes. Well, true, because you need to follow rules. You need to follow certain type of life now. It's the way it is, because if you want to be, in line to get, to the throne, obviously you need to show your image somehow to show and prove people that you are worthy of that position, and they try to cover all the bad stuff. Media comes to help, obviously, in that situation, and makes it so easy for the royals, isn't it? For the big personas there.
I wouldn't want to be a royal. I wouldn't want to be in their shoes. I do believe that they are trapped. I think all of them are trapped, and I feel sorry for them. I was watching The Crown as well, the series on Netflix, and obviously I know that is not a true likeliness to the actual life of the royals, but you can if you just step back and just think about all the things that they have to do, you can tell that they are trapped. They can't show emotions, they can't talk about anything in the public, to the media. They can
all moves and all, even a smile, handshake, or
everything
whatever,
is
everything
judged.
is judged.
Just
So
think about a normal thing for you and me. We just go to the park with our kids, right? Can they do that? No, they can't do that because they are the roars. Can they go to a playground where everybody else sees
no,
them? Not
well,
really. Can they go and buy fish and chips or McDonald's?
yes, they send
Not themselves.
not themselves, but
I'm
they
saying
send people.
themselves.
Yeah,
They are just the things which we think that they are natural for us to do, but
yeah,
they can't do it.
true. Uh, and another good point, which obviously was kind of made a big thing on the
Yeah, I think.
television
I think it was the wording that Megan used. People took it
differently. Yeah, you
differently.
see
Yeah,
how they are judged
yeah,
by the way
yeah,
they talk
yeah.
about, things.
Yeah. So the last point is that they got married before they got married.
Yeah, so they had the ceremony
Yes.
earlier than the wedding.
Yeah, but I think that they had like I'm not I read somewhere, but I'm not gonna say now because I am not 100% certain. But it might have been something like when you go to the register
Yeah,
and you sign everything. I don't
yeah,
know how it works in the royal system, but it
yeah,
might have been something like that where they were only the two of them,
yeah.
and it is possible that she perhaps confused the meaning of it, or she
I don't
worded it
know.
in a
I don't know.
way and people misunderstood what she meant to
But
say.
she
I
was
don't know.
misunderstood from the beginning anyway. So it's pointless to mention now that she was misunderstood only at that particular time because she said what she said that
Yeah, that they
about the
married.
wedding.
Yeah, they had.
But she was misunderstood from the beginning anyway. So and treated bad and judged and everything. They chucked everything at her. So you take it as it is, and be okay with it. But no, it didn't. It doesn't work like that. Come on. So these are kind of important and good points to talk about. I do feel sorry for them both and for the kids as well. You know, I do feel sorry for them, but I feel kind of relieved to know that they are there in the US and they are doing well. They are trying to do their life. They are trying to live normal. They are trying to, kind of get away from the media, from paparazzis and everything that contains oil in there. So I'm very happy from that point of view, from that kind of particular thing. I'm very happy for them. They are there. They do their job. They do their things. Good for them.
Yeah.
I wish them good luck, all the best, and you know, health, luck, and everything they need because they do need all that. Um, and
At least now they can have a normal life.
I think so. I'm not sure because obviously,
More or less, it's. I think it's better than here, really.
yeah.
So catching up on the comments.
Harry said that day she said that Megan didn't trust herself alone, and that night they had a public appearance and had to put on a smile and be happy to the public, but behind closed doors is different. Yes, true. That's how they have to show. So in public, obviously, all good, all happy, smiles, everything okay. Behind the closed doors, obviously, is different story. Yeah, but she did talk about it. She did talk about it.
And imagine how horrible you must be feeling that you are dying inside and you have those suicidal thoughts, and then in the next 5 minutes you just need to get ready and
Yeah,
be all smiles and happy for the cameras. It's
yeah. I'm showing this now.
yes.
Cat
Cat in a hat.
says reminds me of poor Princess Diana. Yes, true. That's what I was mentioning earlier.
Yes,
That
very true. I
Prince
agree.
Prince Harry, I just see him as Princess Diana. Really, he's like in her shoes now, you know. But I do hope that they are just keeping away and as much as possible, and they just live their life and be all right. Not sure what will happen next because they kind of tarnished the rose now, and obviously, things will come as things were saying. The media was saying that obviously the queen, not the queen personally, but obviously people up there that they do the job, they send message and they send a letter saying that we are
They are keeping it private,
they
more or
they
less,
keep it private. So keep it. They repeat it 3 times that keeping it private
in
in
the family.
family.
Yes.
So that means they try to cover it up somehow. Don't make a big fuss about it because we don't need this. Also about Prince William, he said he will talk to his brother, but obviously nothing was concluded. PR, big
I mean, come on,
movement.
how many days or weeks does it take to call your brother and talk to him?
No, it's not about that because the PR was saying and was talking about because they have PRs and they have all these representatives and stuff like that. They were talking that because he's next in line, he needs to keep away from being in the media portrayed somehow. I don't know, as a in a bad to have bad reputation, sort of. So he needs to keep away. That's why he said, "I will talk to my brother," but he didn't mention, anything else. Obviously,
And
I find it weird, but this is royal family for you.
and I also think that Harry could feel the danger on Meghan Markle and his child, and that's the reason why he took them out of here.
Yes.
And I applaud him for that, for doing that.
Yes.
He was looking after his family. He's still looking after his family. He doesn't care about whatever people think and say about him.
Yeah.
At this point, all he cares about is his own family, and that's how it should be.
Yes. Yes. We kind of finished with Prince Harry
Meghan
and
Markle.
Meghan Markle. We will talk about your earlier life.
Yes, my earlier, very unexpected and appreciated live. So I went live on Hi the Host channel. Lizzy, Taylor, thank you so much for inviting me. Guys, if you haven't watched the live on her channel, I've put the link in the description below. So make sure you watch it. It was, I did not expect at all to be a part of her live. She did talk to me during the week about the issues we were talking about in the live, and in the last half an hour before the live, she actually messaged me to ask me if I can join. So I said, of course I can join, and there I was. I joined, and we were talking actually about online bullying surrounding the Madeleine McCann case. So there were a lot of things mentioned about. People who dedicated themselves to Madeleine McCann, and it was like dedication to all those people who passed away over the years who were involved in talking about Madeleine McCann, and that included Brenda Leyland. Brenda Leyland, as we all know, she was vilified on Twitter, which ended up in her killing herself, although I don't believe the story of her killing herself.
Yes, very weird.
Very weird, because you know why? Because just a day before everything was unleashed publicly, Jerry McCann went on record to say that these vile trolls, they need to be taught a lesson, and then it all happened. And the way that she was ambushed at her own home, it was disgusting. Martin Brandt, I believe his name is, the reporter who ambushed her in front of her house. He should be ashamed of himself, because I don't think anybody would like his daughter, his mother, his grandmother, or anyone to do that kind of thing, what he did. No one knew who Brenda was, as per her username on Twitter, until he made it publicly so. He put her life in danger on purpose, my opinion.
Yeah. JD says cat is rolling with the big people now. we different class.
I honestly, JD, I was shocked when Lizzy asked me to join her live. I couldn't believe, because I am a huge fan of hers, and I was trying to approach her quite a few times if she can join any of my lives, but I felt like she's just out of my league. I felt like no, 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 there's no way that I can actually ask Lizzy to join me live, because no, no, but look, it happened. It was for a very sad reason that I was invited on this live, but I'm very grateful because she approached me with everything that happened. Otherwise, I wouldn't have known what people are talking about behind my back. And if you guys haven't watched Lizzy's live, it was about a video that I made, the Philip Edmonds video, where someone said that I accused Lizzy and her Facebook group of bullying me. And apparently, I said about Lizzy bullying me in the comments on the Philip Edmonds video when it was premiered, which was a complete lie and is a complete lie. And I've never once accused Lizzy, her group, her admins, no one, no one from her side of bullying. I never did that. And to be honest, thinking about it, if I think about it, because that Philip Edmonds video was started with me talking about my bully online, not about Lizzy, obviously, because we cleared that up, but about my online bully. And you see, the funny thing is that someone decided that that is the perfect video for them to say that I spoke things which I didn't speak about. And I appreciate that Lizzy actually exposed the person who did that, because it takes a lot of courage to do that. And obviously, the fact that we put ourselves out there for everyone to see invites sometimes this kind of behavior and also accusations which are not real. And because we are out there, it can damage our image and our reputation and our credibility.
Not only that, but your personality as you are.
Exactly.
And also,
yes.
you get hurt as you are a human being. You get hurt, and it's very bad. Seriously. Anyway, we went over it. I was happy for my wife, Kat, here. I went with the little one outside because she just shortly
Yes, it was last
came,
minute.
like was in last what 10, 15 minutes before the live.
It was half an hour when she asked me before the
so-
live, yeah.
But she said to me, come on, I need to get into it." So I said, "Oh my God, really? Yeah, okay, I'll sort it out." I took the boy with me, drove around the area everywhere. I went with him for almost 3 hours. Poor boy, he was
He was knackered.
shattered. Anyway,
But otherwise, he's only 4 years old and he is so clingy that I can't do anything, you
Yeah.
know.
only with his mom.
Yeah.
He's like
yeah.
that. Mommy, 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 day and night, day and night.
So,
So I have to make sure I can cover there some time, just to give her some space and time to do her stuff.
Yeah, and I also wanted to make sure that I am saying what I need to say without being interrupted by someone from this household. So yeah.
Danny,
Hi,
thanks for
Danny.
joining. Hi
Thank
there.
you. Busy day, good for you. Yes, thank you so much. I am over the moon about it. Yes, thank you. And I think that you are new to my channel, isn't it? So thank you for joining.
Kat is appreciating, so
Yeah,
you should appreciate it as well.
I appreciate it a lot. I still cannot believe that I went live on Lizzy's YouTube channel. Wow, 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 wow. We will be doing that more often, and I will probably also invite her in one of my lives. So yes,
Maybe I'll be in
you.
it. I'm not sure
Maybe
if the little one will let me do
yes.
the move or not, but we'll see. We'll see about it. Right. Anyway,
Cat in a head. Yes, it was a lie from a person that likes to cause trouble. So sorry, that person involved doing her web of deceit. That's okay. You don't need to apologize for that person. You know, I appreciate that people have their own opinions. I appreciate that I'm putting myself out there and people will try to do anything they want. I had no idea who the person was before Lizzy spoke to me on Messenger, on Facebook Messenger. I had no idea who she was. And I honestly do not understand why, out of everybody else, I was the one that she decided to pick on. I have no clue whatsoever because I did nothing wrong to anyone. I didn't even know who she was. So,
But I'm grateful because Lizzie came forward
yes.
and she messaged my wife before making, you know, accusations and stuff like that. So I'm really grateful. I have to say thank you, Lizzie, for doing that move, making that move, because others wouldn't do that.
No, no.
Yeah.
And then if Lizzie wouldn't contact me, I would never know that these things are being said about me and
Yeah.
me
Yeah.
accusing
Exactly.
someone
Yeah.
else, which is a complete lie.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's really good that this was
Catalina
addressed.
says, 4 years old is such cute age, but very clingy. Oh
Such
my
a cute, but
God.
such a naughty age.
Oh my
Yes,
God.
but it's a cute age, yes. And we appreciate our kids, and we are so grateful to have them because
Healthy as well.
healthy and safe and sound. Yes, obviously there are so many situations where that is not the case. So I always like to complain about everything. So that's why I'm always complaining about my 4-year-old
Yes.
as well.
JD says need to do a live with Lizzie, full on Maddie conversation.
I know, JD. We will be doing that. Yes, I will contact
we
Lizzie
are
again.
we are ready for that.
Yes.
We are prepared. We know our stuff, so yeah, it's great. It will be great.
Wait.
Thank you, Danny.
Oh, yes,
Oh
you did.
yes,
Yes,
oh
I am
yes.
so sorry. I confused you somehow. I don't know what I did there. I'm sorry. It's just this late.
Yeah,
I'm tired. And when I'm too tired, I am hyper and I talk too much. And sometimes I can't control myself. You
yeah,
stop me there.
yeah. Well,
You
I
need to
stop it
stop
there.
me.
Stop there. Yeah, about Orin and Awesome, we don't have any updates yet. We do have something, but we can't really make a
We
live
have to
about
wait
it.
until Monday
We
and see
have to
what's what.
wait, yes. So about Orin and Awesome, we'll see next few days.
Yes,
We'll see next few days. Maybe not next few days, but
might be Monday or Tuesday. We'll see.
yeah, yeah, we'll see, we'll see. But we'll have an update about it. Right. You are in the US, we are in the UK.
We are in the UK, yes.
Yes, it's 2:30 now here.
So what time is it where you are?
Probably 6 hours difference. JD says coffee, coffee. Yes, she had her big coffee.
It's finished.
I call it huge pint.
That's why I'm so
whatever it
hyper
is.
because I have too much coffee. I feel sometimes like I'm on drugs. I'm not
She
using drugs.
drinks a lot of. She drinks a lot of coffee.
My
It's like water.
By the way, you need to buy me coffee because I'm finished
Yeah.
almost.
Do you know, JD, that big jar, like a kilo of a kilo of coffee. She drinks it like wow, a week and a half. Yeah.
Oh, it's okay.
Yeah.
The only bad thing is that it's expensive.
Oh well, it's fine. It's fine for you. For you, West Coast is 6:30. It's 2:30 here, so that's 6 hours, as I said. All right.
Yes.
6?
Yes, you were right.
No. 8.
8 hours?
8 hours. Sorry.
I don't know.
8 hours. It's west. The East Coast is 6 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry.
Don't ask me about maths at this time.
No.
I can't count.
No. It's not maths. It's geography.
Okay, but the difference in hours, I mean, is maths. Like.
Yeah. But yeah. Got it. So I was, I was happy for my wife to be in Lizzie's life today. I mean, yesterday.
It's still today because we still didn't go to sleep. We are still awake. So.
No, I mean, you had the live like few hours before.
Okay,
It
because you
was
want to
about
be, yeah, because you want to be so technical. I had a live before
technically.
12 o'clock, so
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
technically Saturday,
yes,
yes,
yes.
which is the same thing today because we are still not sleeping.
No. Right. So about Madeline McCann. Oh, Madeline McCann. Anyone questions?
Yes.
Or in an Austin? Anyone questions? James Hutchinson.
So it was the main thing that we wanted to talk about. Madeline McCann was the live I joined today on Lizzy's channel. So nothing really in particular, unless you guys want to cover want us to cover anything. Oh my god.
Yes, yes. Any kind of questions doesn't matter. We take everything. We
Yes.
say everything.
Yes.
Put it out there for everyone.
Yes.
JD today, tomorrow, same thing. Well, not
Just
for
like I
me.
said.
Sorry, not
Well,
for
you
me.
are too technical.
I mean, Saturday is Saturday, Sunday is Sunday.
Yes, but if you still
Don't
didn't.
mix it up.
Yeah, but if you still didn't go to sleep, it's
Okay.
still the same day.
Well, okay, okay. I'm not going into that. But okay. So, are you on Porton Down thing now?
Oh my goodness me. Yes, I am on Porton Down thing now. Yes.
Hmm. Uh, we had a lot of research into Porton Down. Obviously, we didn't have the right timing to do it.
But also, let's be honest, I had half of my research done and I lost it. And then
Well,
I had to start it again because I lost all the history on my computer because we moved from a house to another, and so we changed our internet, and so I lost everything on my computer, and so I had to start again. And so now I need to stop talking.
right. Anyway,
Oh my god.
before we moved, before moving house, we did a lot of research. Me and also myself into Porton Down, and we found so many scary things. We added them. We tried to keep them there together. Also, kind of gather more info. Is a lot to cover. However, we moved house just in what, in early January, and we lost pretty much all the research we've done. But we are catching up. We are, you know, kind of ready to go with Porton Down as well, aren't we?
Yeah, we lost the research because I forgot to press that save button.
She does that so many times, but I'm not worried.
No, because if we did it once, we can do it again.
Mm.
Yes.
Yes, so Danny says here Where Are the Boys is going viral, will be on National with Crime Show. Great news.
Yes, indeed, I agree with you. Great news, especially because it is going viral. There will be a crime show made as well, so it will raise awareness even more, and more people will try to get involved in trying to find out what happened with Orin and Orson. And let's hope. I have a feeling that Bakersfield police got involved, and very soon we will find out what happened.
I was, I was reluctant to say that I don't believe the boys are, alive, but with this kind of updates and time going and passing, after so many months now, then, you know, I don't know if they are still alive, but I do hope that justice is brought to a level where these things won't happen. And I do believe some big people are involved in this. That's why Bakersfield Police is kind of, and also FBI is involved. The light is gone again.
Yes.
Sorry about that. So because FBI is involved, I believe there is some kind of seed of truth that big people are involved you know, Skripal story. You're talking about the Russian guy. Well, uh, my opinion is on Porton Down that they put private organizations and companies into it, and they work on different things, especially biological. Uh, can I say it?
Yeah, you can say it. Yeah, you can say it.
Biological weapons.
Yeah.
Not only that, but they play gods with viruses, with so many gases, so many things. Also in Salford, what happened with the Russian guy who got Novichok? I strongly believe that came from Porton Down, that Novichok, not from Russia. Come on,
The Ministry of
come
Defense is
on.
there. The Ministry of Defense is there. That should tell you everything. The Ministry of Defense is there. There was a reason why the Porton Down was privatized by Margaret Thatcher. I think that around 80% of Porton Down is private companies, and most of them are either pharmaceutical companies or companies which are more or less involved in the medical field or defense.
Yes.
You know,
So the thing is, from 1974, if I remember well, Margaret Thatcher was the PM at that time, and she decided that Porton Down needs to be kind of open to everyone to join, and she accepted all those private organizations to get involved, also budgeting, also big projects, working on different things, mustard gas.
master gas, yes, and it was trialed. It was
We-
tested on British soldiers.
You know, mustard gas on British soldiers, which they didn't put them as accidents. All the reports and the accident books and logs are only about scratches, or cuts, or I don't know what kind of
Just minor
minor
incidents
incidents.
and very rare incidents, and it is very surprising and it's unbelievable to the point that it's impossible for this kind of for this field to have only a minimal amount of accidents,
Yeah, yeah.
which were reported in the accident book.
Not
That's
only
again
that,
another
not only
suspicious
that,
thing.
but we have um, people talking about their own family and relatives that they work there and they've been through a lot and they've been tested like guinea pigs and all sorts. It's all a big, big, big thing. Many projects which we don't know about, but obviously we try to bring them to light.
And
somehow.
there are at least two medical professionals and people on the guest list at the Ocean Club Resort at the same time of Maddie's disappearance that have got a connection to Porton Down itself. So there you have it.
Not only that, but Jerry McCann signed.
The Guanco Comare, yes, for the nuclear power plants.
Yes, and he said it's safe.
Yes, and well, he wasn't the only one because there were a lot of professionals, but
Yes,
he was one
but
of them
he
who signed.
was one of
Yes.
them, and that's really big,
Mhm.
you know.
And I covered that in one of my previous
Yeah.
videos, and also the same report which in the UK was deemed to be safe in terms of radiation and leukemia
In
in kids living around the area of nuclear power plants. The same report was conducted in Germany as well, the same analysis and study, and that same report in Germany found that yes, indeed, the rates of leukemia in children who live around the areas of nuclear power plants are higher than the whole of Germany, compared to the UK, where the same report said that they are not here, which again, it's impossible because everybody knows that leukemia and nuclear power plants,
connected.
they are connected to each other. So yeah, there's so many things which yeah, we just need to go through and
Yes. So,
proper in
but
them.
at the right time,
Yes.
anyway. Danny says here search has been done at the adoptive grandparents, likely looking for any signs they were there at all. I agree. Alas, yes.
Yes, that's why we didn't want to make a video on Orrin and Orson West yet, because I've just read today that there were a search being done at the adopted grandparents' house, and I want to hear the results of the search, which apparently will be announced on Monday. Hopefully, before we go live and discuss about the results.
Yes.
But
go on.
But looking at it from as it is right now, because there were no arrests being made at the adoptive grandparents' house after the search, I don't think that they found anything substantial.
Not sure, but it might be related to the case. So we'll know on Monday or Tuesday or whenever they come with updates. But
we'll see.
Yes.
See.
However, in response to Danny,
Yes.
If they were there at all, I don't know if they were there at all. The adoptive grandparents or in an awesome. I'm not sure either. Uh, they've been before that either. But in Car City, I don't believe they haven't been at all. So something happened to the boys in Bakersfield. That's why Bakersfield police is involved, and good for them. They do the right moves, and I hope Speedy Gonzalez will be, catching somebody and do the right thing. Yes, they are speedy though. Yeah, compared to Car City police.
Well, yeah, they are a bigger police force and they have more resources. So
Kat says, sadly, chance are not good for them being alive. I do believe as well the same thing.
I agree as well.
I'm sorry to say that we are parents as well. We have kids as well. We are sorry for the boys. I try to be positive at the beginning. I try to, kind of put it that way that they are still alive somewhere, but we don't know. We don't know.
It's not looking good for them to be.
No. JD says nothing now surprises me with the McCanns. So many connections and angles. Don't know which way to go. Is the reason why not being found.
Yes.
True.
I honestly believe that she will never be found.
And I still go by my opinion. I do believe the government is involved somehow. It was a project or something like that. And I do believe that that's why they got so much coverage, help, support, and funds. 13 million pounds in so many years.
Yeah,
my goodness me.
This would be the only explanation which would make sense in terms of funding and the involvement that there was from the get-go. I mean, I know that people sometimes they will say that perhaps the government are still supporting them because they did that from the beginning and they don't want to look bad. But come on, let's be serious. The way I see the government looks bad in so many situations, but that doesn't mean that they will stand by a decision they made at the beginning just because they look bad. They make themselves look bad all the time, so I don't think that's the reason why they keep doing it. It's been now how long, from 2007 until now? You do the maths because I can't.
13, almost 14 years.
So 14 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For 13 years, you get 13 million pounds. For what? For what? Who are you to get so much? For your things. Not there's so many cases around this world, and no case such this uh, got this kind of coverage and support and money from the taxpayers' money. Let's talk about it that way,
Yes. So, Cat in a Hat is saying, this is my specialty here, right here.
Yeah.
My specialty. In my opinion, the McCanns have something on some high-level officials and has used blackmail for protection. That can be a possibility, or let's develop it a bit and say that they are involved with high-level officials in something big, which they don't want the world to know, in something which, like Theresa May was saying, that if people would find out, they will be rioting on the streets. I'm pretty sure that they won't be rioting on the streets for something minor, such as pedophilia, for example, because everybody knows about pedophilia is still happening, so there won't be riots on the streets. There can only be riots on the streets about something which people are scared of finding out,
or something immoral,
or yeah, or yes,
ethical side wrong, really. Because let's say eugenics, is it ethical? No, it's not. That's one thing, one option. Second, it might be like they try to make some kind of perfect soldier or perfect person, whatever. Still part of eugenics, but yes, I don't know.
Oh yes, Kat, her second comment, yes, right up my street.
Yeah. Danny says Madeline ashes are likely at Rothley, and
They are laughing at
they are
them.
laughing at the fact is there was a child that died, otherwise there would not be this charade. Lolita picture and others are blackmail. Yes.
Yes, the ashes might very well be at Rodley. I am not arguing on that, honestly. Also, I find it very, very weird that they did a memorial stone for Madeline, where they got a bunch of flowers from the Knights Templar, and that didn't sit right with me because Madeline was missing. I mean, I'm not quite sure how the British tradition is, in general, but I'm not quite sure that I understand why would you make a memorial stone for a missing child who can turn up tomorrow, for example. It
So
doesn't make sense.
yeah, that means you know something. That means you prove that she's gone. Memorial stone. Memorial stone can be even for a missing person, but not in that way. It was a different memorial stone. That one wasn't
Which
it?
one?
The
For
the night the Templars made.
the Templars didn't make the memorial stone.
It was the sign.
No, the Templars sent the bunch of flowers to the memorial stone.
Yeah, but this yeah, okay.
And with a bunch of flowers, they send a note signed from the Knights Templar.
All right.
But I'm not in clear about the memorial stone because, as far as I know, if someone is missing, you don't make a memorial stone. I don't know. It seems odd to me.
It is odd, even for but I don't know what to say. And where is that stone now? Gone?
No, it's still there. It's
Oh.
like, memorial stone is like a gravestone, but there's nobody buried there, for example.
Yeah,
Like, no,
yeah.
they don't know that,
Yeah. Cat says yes, part of something huge like world population.
And that's why I'm inclined to believe as well that Epstein was involved in eugenics. And somehow there is a connection between Epstein and Madeleine McCann.
Oh.
And also, I think that on that island, something else bigger was happening than abuse, like they said, and grooming and things like the pedophilia.
Like
No, I think you don't go to a private island and have your own private jets and boats and things like that, yachts to take high-profile
and
people
security
and so much security for a case of pedophilia. I don't buy that because high-profile people, celebrities, famous people, they can be pedophiles on the mainland as well. You don't need to buy a remote island for that. So something much bigger was happening
probably
there.
was happening something else there, and he was with the black book. What they
the little black book. Of that reminds me of a story from it was before Victorian times.
Yeah.
This story where there were these how do you call them? The ladies of the house.
Yes.
In brothels, and they had all these prostitutes there, and the lady of the house was keeping a black notebook with all the names of the big names there.
Visitors.
Yeah, who visited the brothel, and then she would keep them for safekeeping in case she would need that for blackmail. I think it was in the Renaissance period.
Yes.
But there was also a book written on it, and there was also a movie made on it, and that's how I made the connection. Hold on a minute, because there's something here with Epstein and that Black Little book. So he got inspired. He saw, or he knows the story around this, because it was a.
He knew because he's gone.
Yeah, it was a real story from London, I believe. But I will make a video on that. I just need a bit more research.
StopTheCrime.net. I did look on that as well. Israeli news and interference in human population.
I am interested in human population. There are so many theories which I tried to talk about on my YouTube channel, including the situation we find ourselves in right now at this moment. But I was at the risk of losing my entire channel for a video which wasn't even public, because I talked about it. So if you want to talk about these kind of things, you don't do it on YouTube, because YouTube doesn't let you, because you don't have freedom of speech, because the world is not so free anymore.
Yeah, freedom of speech and freedom to have an opinion, and whatever they say there, but that's wrong, because you don't have any kind of freedom of speech, because they cut you off straight away. If you have an opinion, obviously you try to put it out there to show your opinion to others that
Can we not make this work again?
That might be interested, or people might understand it differently, but you can't talk about them. You can't talk about things. What we are now in this situation, and I did try.
Yeah, you tried as well, but then you had to take off those videos.
I had to take off the videos, yes.
I just received the strike on my channel. I think it was like 2 weeks ago, and if I get another one, that's it. My channel is gone. Only because
No.
Yeah, well, yeah, because it's a.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
It's a big thing.
I don't know if it's gone, but anyway, it's not a good thing.
I don't know. I really love talking about these kind of conspiracies, like human depopulation. Maybe we should try to talk about them, but the ones that.
Yeah, I mean,
we are allowed to talk about. Oh my God.
I have so many kind of theories, and I do watch things, and I do have few friends who talk about these things, the population and stuff like that. It's all about big people that a new world order connected.
Yeah, somehow. We can talk about that, because we can talk about that.
Yeah,
we just can't talk about
like new world order that is connected to everything else, and it's all about control. It's all about the kind of they said there are eight how many billion of people, billions, right? There's so many people on this earth that we will run out of resources, we will run out of everything, and it's not really a good thing. So let's try to do something about it. Obviously, I can't say the name, but one of them is the one who did what we use nowadays. He's in the US, big money on him, you know. But yeah, most of them are in the US anyway.
Yeah.
Uh,
That's the purpose of the current situation as well, major depopulation and guinea pigs and experimentation and all these kind of things. Yeah, this was all made up in a lab. So yes.
Yeah.
So
next phase. Yes, true.
Yeah, before we get on that, I did fight it. I appealed it, and it was rejected.
Yeah. But it's all right. It's all right, because this is freedom of speech for us nowadays, and we have to get along with it.
Yes.
However, we will, talk somehow to make others understand and not make it obvious.
Yes, you can still talk about conspiracies and the New World Order and human
Yeah,
depopulation,
yeah.
but make sure you don't mention the big names and the big things happening right
Yes,
now
true, true,
because,
true. Even FB is one of them.
oh my goodness me, that's
Yeah.
just horrendous. Yes.
Hi, Joe
Hi,
Haxton.
Joe. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah. So
Megan knew what she was getting into, and to act demurely now is so manipulative, in my honest opinion. Well, yeah, that's. I respect your opinion, honestly. We are of a different opinion. I don't think that really anybody can expect. She did. I don't think that she knew exactly what she was getting into. She didn't know what to expect because she's not even from the UK. She's from the US, and I don't think anybody knows how the royal
Ro-
life is
yeah.
like, apart from those who actually live it.
Yes. Yes.
That's yeah, that's why we were talking about them too, because there were some things which I found, for example, that they were being vilified without getting an how do you say,
A
without,
different view.
yeah, and without giving them a fair chance
Yeah.
before saying
Yeah.
these kind of things. But obviously people have their opinions,
Yeah.
and
True.
they are
Yeah.
appreciated, obviously.
Yeah. Um, JD says you hear about the Chinese government producing superpower people drowning.
Who's to say that didn't happen already?
JD, this happened uh, from 1900s.
What?
No, I'm not saying about you know super powerful people.
Then about what?
About eugenics.
Oh,
Eugenics is part of this,
yes,
right?
yes.
So this happened from the 1900s. If I remember well, because I'm pretty good with memory. 1904, I believe it was. It was Edwardian times, and uh, just after Queen Victoria died in 1901. However, um, some British man started doing things and projects and also tests to try to get a better human being to kind of make it that way, to make it stronger, to make it more in with the higher intellectual level and so on. And he worked hard on that project, and it was one of the beginnings of the eugenics. Then obviously we go towards Second World War, where Hitler tried to do something about, you know. Then from there on and on and on, different projects, and now we don't even know. We do for sure know that something like that exists because it's impossible.
Yeah.
We live in certain times now where technology is quite high. Uh, Everything else is quite advanced. So how can you believe that it doesn't exist such things? Do you believe?
I do believe, yeah, of course I do believe, and
Yeah.
also the just one just one question which has got quite an obvious answer, really. So when was Dolly the sheep made? Cloned?
It was in 1976, I believe.
Okay, so from 1976 up until now, do we really believe that human cloning is not possible and it didn't happen?
It's about what? Almost what? almost 40 years, isn't
Oh,
it?
so almost 40 years. Is not our technology so advanced that actually human cloning is possible and it has been done?
Yes, it
I
is.
think yes,
Yes, it is.
yes.
Yeah, but it's not moral. It's not
No, it's not.
ethical. Kind of like, on the ethics side, it's not all right. So that's why they don't come out with it, because people will judge, people will talk, people will riot probably, and so on. Because it's not fair. It's not good. I mean, you clone somebody and then you claim that that person is that person and so on. No,
People
I
would
don't.
be
I'm like
people would
literally.
be rioting in the streets. They would be panicking. They would be panicked and they would be scared. And because they are panicked and scared, they would go rioting on the streets.
So that's
Something
why
like
that's
this.
why I was saying that, and my wife here said about Margaret, about
Madeleine McCann,
yes, but about
Margaret Thatcher.
no, not
Then
only
who?
Margaret Thatcher, but the prime minister that was before, after Cameron,
Theresa May.
Theresa May. Sorry, I've lost it there. When she said that if people would know about what happened to Madam McCann or something like that,
Yes, there will be
then
riots.
people, there will be riots. So it gets you there somehow, into that kind of position where to what to believe, what to believe. Might be something unethical, and people will probably go rioting on the streets. Seriously, it's a big thing, isn't it? Right. Um, I don't know.
Cat in a hat.
The final days shows FFA camps in Alaska and Canada, and you can see large celestial bodies, not the moon.
I didn't hear of this. What is FFA?
Uh, Hold on a minute.
Try to decipher because I don't know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
what?
think I've seen something similar, but not sure what it means.
Okay, never mind. I'll check what's
Yeah.
FFA.
I think the
Oh.
weather cameras, isn't it?
Oh,
Yeah,
I'm such an idiot.
yeah. Uh, Not the moon. Yeah. Well, I'm not too sure about that, but
I haven't seen.
I was reading something similar. Yes, I'm very interested into this kind of things. Um, yeah,
I checked it out. Yes, I know what it means now.
yeah,
FFA cams. Such an idiot.
yeah.
It's too late for me to process. Eugenics is alive and well. Yes.
Yes,
Yes, it
yes, it is, and it's wrong from my point of view.
It's wrong,
But you see, we go like the big powers now try to fight each other, sort of being on a certain level higher than the other, stronger than the other, more powerful, and so on.
you know
It's
that.
all about power and
Yeah.
control.
You know that human beings are we are our worst enemy, honestly.
Yeah.
And human beings are a destructive race.
Oh yes. Oh yes.
We only know
We
to
are
do
the worst.
destruction.
We are the worst animals
Yes.
on this planet. Seriously. Yeah. Yes. Even Michael Jackson, they say after the Pepsi hair fire, he was cloned. It was his voice, but somebody replaced him. He didn't die when the coffin was closed.
I've heard that before, that maybe he didn't die. I don't know. Maybe it's worth looking into.
So
this
many conspiracies, JD.
Hey, listen. You know what? Because see, people are interested in conspiracy theories.
Yeah.
We should start talking about conspiracy theories as well in the legal limit of YouTube.
Yeah, but I'm not too sure if people are interested in this kind of sort of videos with,
Well,
oh
again,
my God,
the light is off.
This is
again.
a big conspiracy now.
So okay, we have been live for a long time, isn't it?
Yes.
So let's ask.
Right.
let's ask. So, would you guys be interested in watching us do conspiracy theories? Like, let's say, for example, one of our lives will be focused on one type of conspiracy and
JD,
these kind of
obviously,
things.
he's. Yeah, I am one that I'm very interested in conspiracies. I've done this before,
Yes.
but I didn't keep up with it for some
You had
reason.
your channel, isn't it? And
Yeah,
for the reason that you started helping me in my research and
yeah,
you couldn't do
yeah.
it
I
anymore.
kind of
Yes.
like lost time
Yeah.
there. Um, yes, I know, Kat. I know we have to be careful with such topics. I know that. Yeah.
We
Um,
have to find out exactly what and we can talk about and what we
yeah,
can't
yeah.
talk about. But there are a lot of videos on conspiracy theories on YouTube in general, so I'm guessing those would be kind of okay. I don't know. The Freemasons, the Illuminati, the Knights Templar.
Yes,
Ah,
yes,
yeah,
yes.
JD. Once a week, a conspiracy and live once a week. Yes, that's a good idea. Yes,
Good. Yeah.
very good suggestions.
Oh
There. Oh
my
my
God, you lose it.
suggestions.
So this means it's sleepy time. However,
Suggestions. Okay, I said
yes.
it.
However, if you guys decide, yeah, we can do that. We will look into it. Yeah. Um,
So talk about true crime, talk about conspiracies, talk about true crime,
yeah.
Madeleine
Yeah.
McCann,
Yeah.
yeah, everything.
Um, right. Okay. If you have any questions, um, my phone.
Uh, yes, maybe the black hole is just behind me. I don't know if that was a joke or it was serious because you probably put an emoji there, but I can't see the emoji in my streaming software. So
No, but you can see it here probably or not. Hold on, hold on. Oh, oh, oh.
content,
Oh, sorry, I'm lost as well. It seems.
yes, but yes,
Yeah.
did you? Is it the sound off? Yeah.
Yes, it
Okay.
is. Yes. Let's see. Yeah.
That's why I said we need a second device when we do live, so we can check the comments as well. I can't see it here. It's not showing. There it is.
What happened here? All right. Okay. YouTube keeps deleting videos. To speak the truth. Yeah.
Yes,
Yes. True.
they
True.
do delete videos. Yes,
Yeah.
the two topics. The two topics will keep you both extremely busy. Like it's not enough that we have two kids to keep
Yeah.
us extremely busy,
Well, yeah, but we do what you guys ask,
and
We do.
also we love what we do. So
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah. So
we enjoy it completely.
it's not a problem. We do whatever you think you would like and love to watch, and we do.
There are some conspiracy theories which you probably haven't heard of. You remember when I showed you, when I read to you all the conspiracy theories on
Oh yeah,
Wikipedia?
yeah,
We
yeah,
were like, what?
yeah.
That's a, what's that? Is that the devil?
Cat.
Is that, what?
So yeah.
Cat. Cat in a hat. That's such a funny username.
See?
Oh, yes, that's a laughing cat.
Yes.
Yes. The cat laughs until she
Yeah.
cries.
Yeah. Nice emojis there.
Yeah. Tears of laughter.
Right. If there are any other questions, guys, before we will wrap it up,
Before I start talking Chinese.
because it's 10 past 3 in the morning and we need some sleep as well.
Yes, well,
So, yeah, I'm glad that yesterday, being Saturday,
again, you start with yesterday,
my wife,
technically.
technically, and yeah, my wife went into a nice live with Lizzy.
Yes.
So thanks for that.
Thank you so
Appreciate it.
much.
Um, Also, I'm glad that you guys came here and joined us, and you are watching us, even though my wife does crazy stuff. So yeah,
I also lost my nail. I always lose
yeah,
my nails. There you go.
yeah.
Nail is gone.
So we will wrap it up then, and we hope to see you again in our next live.
Yes.
So thanks for being here. Thanks for watching us and supporting us here and giving us some ideas. And we hope to see you soon. So we wish you a good evening, day, or night.
Yes.
Take care.
Take care.
Bye bye.
Bye bye bye.